Hello students, today we'll be discussing about the notes of the chapter periodic classification of elements. To begin with, first question in your textbook, as you can see, we have arranged the columns 2 and 3. So this type of questions you have to attempt it. You have to relate the first column to the second and the third. Now here very simple, triads means triads was the average of the first and the third atomic mass, and in column number 3 it was given by Dobereiner. Second question, octave. Octave from here, properties of eighth element similar to the first, and it was given by Newland. So same way you have to attempt the other questions. Atomic number is related to protons. Protons have positive charge on nucleus. So this is the answer, and it was given by Moseley. Okay, Moseley. Then you have period. Period means what will come in period? Sequential change in molecular formula. And then for the it was first given by Mendeleev. Sequential change in molecular formula. Similarly, nucleus, concentrated mass and positive charge. In nucleus you have neutrons as well as the protons. So concentrated mass and positive charge, and it was given by Rutherford. Electron, last question, electron, lightest and negatively charged particle in all the atoms, and it was given by Thomson. Okay, so similarly you will arrange the columns and write. Next we have the question, second question. Choose the correct option. The number of electrons in the outermost shell of alkali metals is 1. Alkali metals belongs to group 1. Group 1 means valence electron will be 1. Second one, alkaline earth metals have valency 2. This means that their position in the modern periodic table is in group 2. Valence electron 2, group 2. Then molecular formula of chloride of an element X is XCl. This compound is a solid having high melting point. Which of the following elements be present in the same group as X? Now here the options are, XCl means plus and here minus. The ions will have this charge. So we all know that valency of magnesium is 2, aluminum is 3, and silicon will be 4. Silicon will be 4. Now here we want plus 1, so it is obviously Na, sodium is the answer. So this compound is a solid having high melting point. Which of the following elements be present in group X? The element sodium. Na is the answer. Then moving on to the next question, we have D. In which block of the modern periodic table are non-metals found? Non-metals, S for metals, P for non-metals, D for transition and F for inner transition elements. No? So P block is for non-metals, like that. Then the next question you have, an element has its electronic configuration 282. Now answer the following question. What is the atomic number of this element? 2 plus 8, 10, 10 plus 2, 12. So atomic number is 12. Then you will see the table, the modern periodic table, the 20 elements that you should have written it before itself. Then you will find out if the valence electron is 2, then to which group it belongs? It belongs to group 2. To which period does this element belong to? It has 3 shells, KLM. 3 shells means this belongs to third period. With which of the following elements would this element resemble? Atomic numbers are given in the bracket. Okay. Now, so this element will resemble to which elements? Now here nitrogen. So the electronic configuration you frame it in your mind, 2, 5. Beryllium 2, 2. Argon 2, 8, 8. Chlorine 2, 8, 7. So this refers to nitrogen. We will write 2, 5. Beryllium 2, 2. Argon 2, 8, 8. And chlorine 2, 8, 7. Now, these three elements resemble to this. Which one resemble to this element? See the valence electron 2. So it resembles to beryllium. Beryllium is the answer. The next question we have, write down the electronic configuration of following elements from the given atomic number. Answer the following question with explanation. Write down the electronic configuration of given elements. So let's see the first one, A, lithium. Now, so you should be ready with your table. Now here the atomic number is already given, so it is easy for us to write down the electronic configuration. For lithium, you will write the electronic configuration as, first write lithium 3, electronic configuration will be 2, 1. Like this you will do for all the elements. Silicon 14 is the atomic number, 2, 8, 4. Then we have helium. First one I will do, the remaining one you have to do on your own. Helium electronic configuration will be 2, and sodium we have 11, 2, 8, 1. Phosphorus 15 is the atomic number, electronic configuration will be 2, 8, 5. Now which of these elements, the question is, which of these elements belong to be period 3, belong to period 3. Period 3 means it should have 3 shells. Now, which of these elements belong to period 3? Which of these elements belong to period 3? The elements which belongs to period 3 are, it should have 3 shells, that is silicon, then sodium and phosphorus. All have KLM shell. Now the second question. Hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, sulfur, beryllium and argon. Which of these elements belong to second group? Second group means the valence electron should be 2. So anyway you have to write the electronic configuration as I discussed. Now we will discuss it, you make it fair. Hydrogen 1, nitrogen 7 is the atomic number. So electronic configuration will be 2, 5. I will write and show you. Question number B. We have hydrogen 1, electronic configuration will be 1. Nitrogen 7, 2, 5. Then we have calcium 20, 2, 8, 8, 2. Then sulfur 16, 2, 8, 6. Beryllium atomic number 4, 2, 2. And argon 18, 2, 8, 8. Now here they are asking which elements belong to second group. Second group means it should have 2 electrons in the valence shell. Here 1, here 5, here 2. So this belongs to second group, calcium. Then we have 6 here, valence electron 2. This also belongs to second group. Here we have 8. It belongs to group 18. So these two, calcium and beryllium, they both belong to group 2. Down you have to write calcium and beryllium belongs to group 2. Now same way, let us attempt the remaining question. Nitrogen, carbon, oxygen, boron and aluminum. Which is the most electronegative element among these? We know as you go from left to right, the metallic property decreases and the non-metallic property increases. Non-metallic property increases means which will be the element which is on the right side will have the maximum electronegativity. So out of these, which element is at the extreme right? Which element is at the extreme right? That is oxygen. We have, they are asking beryllium, then we have carbon, oxygen, boron and aluminum. Out of this, which is the most electropositive element? Let us see the Valency here, beryllium, this will be 2, 2. This will be 2, 4. This will be 2, 6. This will be 2, boron atomic number is 5, 2, 3. And aluminum is 13, 2, 8, 3. Okay. So boron charge will be plus 2. No, plus 2. It will give the 2 electrons. Now carbon plus 4 it can be, or minus 4. Give or take, because 4 is the valence electron. This will be, it will take. So minus 2 will be the charge. Here plus 2. And oxygen will have minus 2. Now boron, it can give these 3 electrons. No? So plus 3. And aluminium plus 3. Okay. Now there is competition between boron and aluminium. Let me write down the elements: lithium, sodium, potassium, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, boron, aluminium, CSI, NPOS, FCl. When I wrote this, we can see maximum electropositive boron and aluminium. No, boron and aluminium. Okay. Now out of this, the most electropositive element is found to be aluminium. It is aluminium which is most electropositive element. When we see the strength of the ions, when we look into the strength of the ions, aluminium has the maximum electropositive. Why is aluminium more electropositive than boron? Because we have seen that the metallic character increases down the group. So down the group, the metallic character increases. Among boron and aluminium, the most electropositive element is aluminium. That is why between boron and aluminium, the most electropositive element will be aluminium. Clear? Now next question we have sodium, phosphorus, chlorine, silicon, magnesium. Among these, which of these has the largest atom? Sodium, phosphorus, chlorine, silicon and magnesium. All are in the third period, no? Third period. Hydrogen and helium, first period. This is second and this third and this is fourth. So these all are elements in the third period. Out of this, which has the largest atom? Atomic size decreases as we go from left to right. So among here, sodium will have the maximum size or largest atom. Then we have question number F. Next question. Potassium, lithium, sodium and beryllium. Question number F. This is question number F. This was question number E. Which of these atoms has smallest atomic radius? Smallest atomic radius they are asking now. Okay. Now smallest atomic radius, potassium I will mark. Potassium. Then we have lithium, sodium, this also I'll circle, and beryllium. Okay, these are not part of this question. Among these elements, which of these atoms has the smallest atomic radius? We know no atomic radius decreases as we go from left to right. So these all are having the maximum atomic radius, whereas when you go towards the right, it decreases. So in that connection, beryllium will have the smallest atomic radius. Very easy. But before you write the answer, you have to write down the electronic configuration. Remember 2, 8, 8, 1 for potassium. Like that you have to write for all in all the questions. Then we have question number G. Aluminium, then silicon, sodium and magnesium and sulfur. Among this, which of the above elements have highest metallic character? Metallic character. Metallic character decreases from left to right. So again we need the table. Lithium, sodium, potassium table. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, boron, aluminium, CSI, NPOS, FCl. So aluminium is here. I'll put a dot. Silicon, sodium, magnesium, and sulfur. Among this, which of the elements have the highest metallic character? No? Metallic character. So metallic character decreases from left to right. So which has the highest metallic character? Obviously sodium. So sodium is the answer. Then we have the last question of that type. H. Carbon, lithium, fluorine, nitrogen and oxygen. Among the elements, highest non-metallic character. Which of the above elements has the highest non-metallic character? Non-metal. Carbon, here. Lithium. Then we have fluorine, nitrogen and oxygen. Non-metallic character. Metallic character decreases, non-metallic character increases. So out of this, which is on the extreme right, that will be most non-metallic. That is fluorine. Fluorine has the highest non-metallic character. So fluorine is the answer. But see to it that you write the electronic configuration. At the end, you write down the answer to the question asked. After completing that, we have the next set of questions. Write the name and symbol of the element from the description. Atom having smallest size. Any question which comes, the atom with the smallest size, you will always write the answer as hydrogen. Because helium we are not including because it belongs to noble gas. The noble gas which has the smallest size, you will write helium. Atom having the smallest atomic mass, again hydrogen. Most electronegative atom will be fluorine. Fluorine, you have to write the symbol as well as the name. Noble gas with the smallest atomic radius, here you will write helium. Most reactive nonmetal, you will write the answer as fluorine. Okay, fluorine, the most electronegative as well as most reactive nonmetal. Now similarly, you will complete the remaining. Out of this, many things we have already covered. Mendeleev's periodic law, structure of modern periodic, position of isotopes in Mendeleev's and the modern periodic table. You will talk about how Mendeleev was not able to accumulate. Mendeleev was not able to accommodate the isotope because he had considered the atomic mass number, no? Because of that. So that way you will frame the answer, give reason and all. And then we have write the names of the description, from the description. See the question, write all the 20 elements and find out the answers. Okay. So this way you have to complete the book. In the next class, we will start with the next chapter. Take care. Bye.